Hey, and welcome to another Health Chit brought to you live by Momentum Fitness and Health. Let us help you find yours. My name is Jason. I'm the founder of Momentum Fitness and Health, as well as Momentum Power Foods, creator of Regain. Today, we're going to talk about what to train for when there's nothing to train for. Everything's been canceled. Or everything's going virtual. But if you much prefer live races and sitting it out, or this is even good for the off season, what should you be doing? And that song that led us in was actually a bit of a clue. You should be working on your base fitness. It is all about that base. Every year, there should be a point in time where you stop working out super hard and you start worrying about your base fitness level, because each year, each off season, you can improve that, so that even when you do slip a little bit in your hardcore training, you still have that higher base. So how does it start? What does that look like? Well, it's going to start with corrective exercise. So what corrective exercise is, basically injury prevention exercise. What some trainers will do, ones that are certified in corrective exercise, is they will put you through a squat assessment. If you've heard me before, you've heard me talk about it before, that squat assessment. That squat assessment can tell you so much about different muscle imbalances in your body that you've probably created during your training program, during your day-to-day life, and it's all just kind of compounded. And if we don't fix it and you go into hardcore training again next year, you could end up with an injury. A lot of things are, you find like certain muscles that are tight, and that can cause a knee problem, right? Later down the line. So this is all about injury prevention. And there's other, you can do a simple squat assessment, or you can do a full assessment that I tend to do with some people that like really want to be athletes, really want to dig deep. And we're checking range of motion on like every single joint you can think of. And you can go through that kind of stuff, and it will tell that trainer basically how to work with you and what exercises to give you, what intensities, what reps, and stuff like that. So that's where you need to start, is with that corrective exercise. So you back off for a little bit. Maybe you don't run, you don't bike, you don't swim, or you don't do it as much, but you start doing this corrective exercise so that you can avoid muscle injuries later, okay? Yeah, I mean, you're just basically trying to build a healthy, durable body. And you can, honestly, anytime you start a new fitness program, you should do this just to make sure that you're not putting yourself at risk for injuries. Corrective exercise. Then from there, it's all goal-based. What do you want to do in this off season? Once we've done the corrective exercise and your squat looks good, your squat assessment looks good, what are your goals? What do you want to accomplish over the next year? Do you want to lose body fat? Do you want to build muscle? What do you want to do? Because then that will affect what you're going to do next. From corrective exercise, you want to start going towards balance and stability. This is just the next natural step in a progression. If you're trying to become an athlete, you would go from that to strength endurance. Strength endurance, you then go to the power levels, where you're doing plyometrics and stuff like that. Now, you're not going to gain a lot of muscle mass doing that, but you are going to gain strength, speed, agility, and quickness from that, right? So if that's your goal, then that's where you go. Now, if you want to build muscle mass, then you need to have a step in between called hypertrophy. And hypertrophy is going to be completely different. You're going to be eating a different amount of calories than you would if you're trying to lose weight, because you're trying to put on muscle. Just like your body puts on fat, you still have to consume a little bit more calories in order to put on muscle. And then there are specific acute variables that you need. Acute variables basically means, what percentage of weight should you be lifting compared to something called your 1 rep max. How many times should you be doing it? Compound exercises in the hypertrophy phase. You're not going to do a lot of compound sets in things like when you're building up for an athlete, unless you do that hypertrophy phase, okay? So again, it's all goal-based, and then there's a lot of little things that go into that. Your nutrition's gonna go into that, whether you're eating more calories than your body needs or less calories than your body needs, again, based on your goals. Are you trying to lose? Are you trying to become faster, stronger, what's the goal, and it's going to have different variables that go with it. And that's why it is good to have a trainer with you that can take you through the phases the correct way, give you the correct things to do. That way you don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, I just did this program for 12 weeks because it looked cool, but it really didn't help me meet my goals. Well, that's what the trainer's there for. The trainer's there to take you through the proper steps based on your goals. That's why we sit. That's why we talk with you. That's why we yap at you a lot to find out what your goals are. So that's it. You should be working on your base fitness in the off season, or if everything is canceled like it is now. So that's what I got for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook, Momentum Fitness Companies, Instagram. Put an underscore between each one. You can find us on Instagram. And that's about it. We got TikTok, but we're not using it. I don't know if I'm too old to understand it. But if you have any questions, please reach out. You can always email me to j.benkus, B as in Victor, ENCKUS, at findingyourmomentum.com. And hopefully I can help you find yours.